The dogs in the AFP that respond to exerted influence by owners of businesses, um, settling tussles with them. Like, I've explained a lot of things. Like, anyone could look at me, or they could have a scanner if they want to see if there's a gun in my pocket. They have a gun. The officer would have a gun in his pocket, and then touch my ass and dick pockets to check if I'm, just to make sure I don't have a gun or something like that. Now, this Bible story, and the Bible's the only book that. So as time passes, they'll essentially try and compel you to read what the Bible, the only book in the AFP watch section, and yeah, what I said is, officer, if this is the source of your morals, then you're created in the image of dog. We've tried to quantify what that substance, what the substance of that statement amounts to, and it has something to do with the Adam and Eve, two white people placed in the jungle with no sunscreen, and for the amount of inbreeding, very few retards. Their two sons, Cain and Abel, and Cain kills Abel. Either Adam had more children with Eve, or Cain, after killing Abel, goes and fucks and impregnates his mum. Now, if that's what you think the image of perfection is, then that makes sense why you would want to touch my dick, ass and pockets to check if I've got a gun while you're strapped with a gun right at the same time. Because, like, you've just killed your brother and now you're on the fucking run. But it has nothing to do with me. I'm not involved in that. I burn Bibles. I snort drugs off Bibles. I rip up Bibles. I piss on Bibles. I use passages from Bibles as toilet paper. It is a just sickeningly disgraceful book, and it's the fact that it's 2020 and the courts still want people to swear on that book, even though it contains passages with Jesus saying not to swear or take oaths of any kind. Yeah, and you call this progress? Now you've made me think that, like, shows like Beyond 2000 were a scam, because you already had, certain wealthy people already had more advanced technology, and they wanted to divert the public from cluing into it. So they said, "Yo, Amanda Keller here. Like, we've got a boomerang that can travel through time," something like, whatever. I'm to go home and watch Rick and Morty. But that's what I think about him. Like, it's a paranoia that you see in the police officer, in that instinct to pursue indecent pursuit. Well, decent pursuit can never be ruled out in their psyche. So insofar as, and so long as they want to have the Bible as the only book in their watch sections, in their cells. Your image of dog is that you've just killed your brother, and now you want to fuck and impregnate your mum. So whether it's one or the other or both, that gives you good reason to be on the fucking run. And once again, that has nothing to do with me. So I don't know why that officer came to my door, except for religious discrimination again. So now I'm, given our constitution, I don't think AFP has anything to do with federal, like Commonwealth, like, the honour of the Commonwealth. I think they'd prefer the Queen's queefs to the honour of the Commonwealth. Um and government accrued wealth, which I think is important if you're an Australian, and you find better codes of ethics, codes of conduct, more relaxing and less stressful and physically spine contorting tasks. So working in government jobs, you find that they are absolutely more concerned with human welfare than you will ever find in the private sector, I think. Well, capital chemists, definitely. But yeah, that Roger Toll and Gary Cairns own the fucking AFP. I'm trying to file report after report about what they've been doing, and all they've done to me that's damaged my life. I mean, my art career would have advanced fuckloads further were it not for the invasive and corrupt behavior on their behalf, the onus of which they won't take, because the two of them, onus sounds like anus, and so the two of them are taking that instead, taking each other's anus, because anus sounds like onus. You just have to move the A and the O around, and if you move the A and O around in a certain way, it looks like the rating on TV, adults only. And Roger doesn't like that because it diverts his feigned mature and feigned responsible like statements like I'm Roger Mark B. Nelson Toll, I love having responsive liberty. Yeah, instead get Riot Act to call you a philanthropist and talk about how you're donating to the Malcara Special School, because I think the favourite boys there would are the ones that mute or incapable of talking. Well, so that'd be the best ones for you to practice your pedigree on, dog. Pedigree champions, inbreeding dogs.